One second, I gotta get some water. Ah. Well, happy Friday, everybody. It is January 15th, 2021. It is 1:30 in the afternoon, roughly. I got another call from my wife, my beautiful, beautiful, lovely wife from boot camp in the United States Navy today. Second call I got. It's pretty awesome. Feeling pretty good today. Feeling pretty inspired. Think I'm going to sit here. I'm going to write some music. So it's been a slow start, unfortunately, for the year. I've been running around getting a bunch of stuff done. I got a van, which now I'm thinking about selling just that quick. It's got transmission issues. It's just a cheap van that I found online. I bought it so I can get around A to B and maybe find some work and stuff like that and use that. So I'll hang on to it for a little while longer, but definitely not going to be hanging on to it long term, unfortunately. But I was running around getting that done, getting tags and registration done, and the insurance, and the tires, and the alignment, and the key ignition was messed up, and so many things. And then I went and saw my sister on the other side of Florida. It was my niece's birthday, so I went over and saw them, and we went and had a hibachi, or as my wife would say, hibachi. It's the right way to say it, but I say hibachi because I'm a gringo. And yeah, hung out with them, got my medical marijuana card started for Florida, and yeah, just been a crazy first few days into the year. I got one podcast in the bag done. There's a couple other ones that I would like to get done. I'm going to try to have those up before the start of next week. They were supposed to be up earlier, but I got a late start on those because my first couple of guests, I wanted to give them some time with the holidays and their families and all that. And then I have one guy that was available, so I got that one done. And those will all be going up very shortly. The first one, by the way, was done with my friend Billy. And then we talked about movies and sound within horror movies and stuff like that. And that's going to be a great little podcast I'm going to be throwing up soon. And then I got a few more coming around with some actual industry people, some mentors of mine. So I have Sean Rubin, hopefully, will be the very next one after that. Then Mark Kilborn, and then obviously my friend Ryan Floyd as well. So I look forward to having all these guys on here within the next few days, over the next week or so, now that everything's kind of slowed down with the holidays and all that. My ambition was a little bit too ambitious, which was to try and get things up right as the New Year's started, but I mean, it's good to give everybody a little bit of a break, especially after the year we just came off of. So I'm going to write some music here. Nothing special, nothing crazy today. We're just gonna go ahead and do it. As you can see, we're just staring at OBS as I'm talking. I'll actually show you what we're gonna be doing here. This is the session I have roughly set up right now. I haven't really done anything to it except for add guitar tracks. But we're gonna add some drum tracks. We're gonna add some bass, effects, keyboard, whatever, and we're just gonna make a big powerhouse track. This is called Expanse. This is going to be the first song I've ever actually written on a live stream before, so this is going to be very interesting. You'll actually get to see my process, not just on a live stream. I mean, like, this is the first time I've ever actually shown anybody how I do my process of recording, outside of what I did in college or with, friends and classmates. As far as my own self-recordings, this is the first time I've been very open with it. So hopefully you guys are interested in watching how I do it. But anyway, as you can see, like I said, I got two tracks set up right now. Guitar left, guitar right. Make them a little bit bigger so we can kind of see them. And then we're going to add some drums, like I said, just to kind of get a little bit of a feel for the rhythm and the beat of what we're going to go for. So we're going to add some easy drummer there, and we'll worry about that later. We're not going to touch on that at the moment. We're going to just go ahead and disable that actually, and set that up here. And we're going to name it, because you got to name your tracks. So we're just going to call it drums. And then, of course, I'm going to give it a icon, because this makes finding your stuff a lot easier. I love that Logic has this. I'm not sure about other DAWs, but yeah, I mean, take advantage of it. I mean, why wouldn't you? You've got this amazing set of icons here that you can use to signify what your track is. Without actually having to look at the name, you just kind of look at the picture and, hey, there it is. Okay, so they're not panned right now, but yeah. So the goal of this track, before we get started, I like to see myself sometimes. So, the goal of this track is to basically just write a big, broad, expansive, kind of powerful tone. Um, Bit of a laid back, slower beat, maybe 90 beats per minute, maybe even slower, just really laid back. Um, and I would like to put some solo type of stuff over it. Something not flashy, but something kind of dreamy. So the goal in my mind musically is to make something not so pad oriented and not so synthy, not so techno-ish, but just a little bit more on the fantasy kind of dreamy side of things with a little bit more of a punchy rock undertone. Think Devin Townsend or something like that. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for. So anyway, I'm gonna get a lit on this haze right here. This is a sativa. Got this back when I was in California a few weeks ago. This is by Rove. Not the greatest cartridges out there, but they do pretty good. My favorites are Heavy Hitters. But anyway. It really helps me to like just kind of relax and make more natural decisions, if that makes any sense. Instead of sitting here and trying to make a decision based on numbers or on what should make sense, it makes me more capable to make decisions on what I feel. And that's what music should be. More about what you feel and stuff like that. So, anyway, I'm put my headphones on so I can hear myself. I think it's a pretty good tone. I gotta reset it because I got a lag here. Actually, gonna delete that. Alright, so let's reopen that because we had a little bit of a lag. Sometimes if you close Logic and reopen it, it'll do just fine. And there we go. I just upgraded. Let's see, about this Mac. Big Sur, there it is. Yep. Probably shouldn't show it's got the serial number on there. Anyway. Yeah! That's ripping. Yeah! I'm trying to put my camera down so you guys can see actually what I'm playing. Alright, so we're pretty much gonna improvise for the first half. This is gonna be a long video, so don't expect this to be a short video. I'm actually gonna stop recording just because I know this is gonna be long. So just hang out, have a good time, whatever. No, we're not going any. We're not gonna go do anything crazy here as far as excuse me, playing super virtuoso stuff. So don't be waiting for me to impress you. It's not going to happen. But I'm going to be playing some basic stuff here. So again, just set this up. Had a bit of a lag on my last one. So set that up. Drums, boom, done. Okay. So usually I go into my browser here and I'll just find a beat that kind of fills in roughly what I'm looking for. So right now I'm just looking for a basic simple backbeat. So the simple, right? Now I could write that out in MIDI or I could find it here. It's going to take about the same amount of time either way. If I write it in MIDI, I'm going to get exactly what I want. If I find it in here, I might find something that's better. It just depends on what I'm going for. First things first is before we even pick a drum track, we need to find our tempo. So we're going to go back out and we're going to activate. Whoa, see. Hang on a second, guys. My logic just kind of shrunk itself. Weird. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is count out the beats. Try to click the metronome. There we go. And try to find what I'm going for. So I'm just gonna hit space, let it play out, and then I'm gonna try to adjust the speed and kind of find the rhythm that I'm wanting to be at. Here we go. So another thing is on my click tracks. This is another thing I gotta change. I don't like the uptick. So I like just simple tick 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 tick. I don't like the tick 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 tick. I hate that. So that, I mean, I get why they do that. They're trying to give you the downbeat, so it's like a 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, or whatever your count is. But I don't like that uptick. I'd rather just have the tick 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 tick, or tick 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 tick. That's just me. Everybody's different. Everybody likes different stuff. But personally, I just that's me. So I'll go in here. I'll play it, and I'll just find what I like. So there we go. So there's that. So there you go. So there you go. That's how I do it. So that's still a bit too quick for me. I'm still feeling a little too much speed on that, so I'm going to figure out more. Still too quick. Yeah. Slower. Alright, so 66. Metal. Alright. That's what we're going to go with. So I'm not going to sit here and beat it up all day. So that's just what we're going to do. Alright, so now that we have that, what I'll do is I'll come in here. I'll find something. So I'll go to my actual things here. Let's look at something mid-tempo, straight up, verse, pop, I don't know. Good, but a little too slow. There we go. I like that stuff. So we'll come back to fills, but we basically have the feeling of what we're going for now. So now we have the start, the verse, back. So basically it's just a chorus, verse, chorus, bridge. You know, we can dice it up however we want later. But we just want to kind of find the rhythm of what we're going to go for now. So this one's kind of like the slow choppiness of it, and then it can go back into this whole thing. So this is how I kind of write it. Again, the whole thing of today is to show you guys how I write song and to write a song. So as you see now, I have basically, you know, the start, which is the chorus. I have the verse, back to the chorus, which I could do for just one set of bar, but I'm going to do it for two because I'm going to change it up at the second half. This is your bridge, or just a variation of the verse. Back to the verse, back to the chorus. And so, I mean, honestly, we could just do that, shorten it up, because it is a very slow driving song. I like this as well because it shows time. So that's already, you know, what, 3 minutes into it. So that's about it, you know. So save that. Always remember to command save. And we're gonna start playing. So now we just actually find some chords that we like, and then we'll find progression, and we'll see what fits. Obviously, I have my keyboard sitting here in front of me as well, so if I need to kind of dig into that, I will, and I probably will. I mean, it's going to be a long day. It's already 1:45, but we've got a long day ahead of us. Writing a song is not something you do quickly. It's not something you do, you know, in a rush. You know, if you're trying to write a song in a rush, you better be getting paid for it. That's all I can say. You know, you shouldn't be writing a song in a rush just for the hell of it. Or anything for that matter, but especially not music. Music deserves more appreciation than that. Good stuff, by the way. Alrighty. So, by the way, if anybody's typing or watching along, I'm not keeping up with that. I am currently just focused on this. I'm going to check Facebook one time right here, and that is it. After that, we're not touching this. So, yep. Alright, cool. Let's see. If there's any comments, like I said, sorry. Cool. None. Let's keep it that way. Alrighty. So, find some chords that work. This is the fun part. And we'll play it at the same time. So usually what I'll do is I'll play the drums, I'll play along to it. I'm going to just forewarn you guys right now, the next 10 minutes are going to be bogus, okay? Just forewarning, it's going to sound bad, and that's because I'm trying to find what sounds good. Sometimes I'll come to the table with a preconceived melody. I will already have something in mind. And I do have things in mind that I will riff on. But sometimes it's best to just feel it out and, you know, make something new from scratch. Sometimes that works best. Sometimes trying to force something old to work with something new, you're going to spend more time trying to make that work, and in the end it's just never going to work. Rather than just take some time and find something new, make something work that is fresh. That'll be just more original in the end anyway. So here we go. I'm going to play this, and I'm going to find some chords that will sound good with this, and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. All right, so you see I'm starting to get a feel for it now. So now that I've kind of got an idea and I'm starting to feel that it's going somewhere, now I'm going to record. Typically, you record everything because the best thing to do is to know what you don't want. That's how you record it, and you know what doesn't work. But for the first pass through right there, I just see if it even works. I can tell that's going to work. So now I'm going to go back, start hitting the record button, and so now every time we go through it, we're going to have a lay down, and then we're going to feel how that works. So there we go. Again, it's going to be brutal, but the point is to feel it out, find something that works. And yeah, that doesn't work. But there's some stuff in there that does work. And yeah, we'll go over that again. I think I'll start with the big one. There's something like that about that first half that I like better than I did the first half of the other ones. So let's go back to take one, and we'll hear that back. I didn't have anything planned at this moment, you can tell. Doesn't sound right. Yeah, that doesn't sound as good. I mean, it's clever, but it doesn't sound good. Yeah, it's offbeat too, obviously, because I'm still trying to find it. But... Obviously, it sounds terrible. So then I moved on. Sounds a little kind of Deftones-y there. I don't like that. It's so shitty. It sounds like stoner metal or stoner rock. There we go. That sounds good. I can groove with that. Just put them on beat, but yeah, they sound good. Just play those back on beat and they'll sound good. Yeah, okay, now so take 2 on the first half sounds obviously way better. I think I was playing this chord. And that fall down note actually makes it sound better too. So when it goes from like when it goes from A sharp to just A, or sorry, when it goes from F to E, it actually makes it better. I think it was F to E. Was that? It's not what I was playing. I was playing it higher. No, I was playing it here. Yeah, so that's F. So it goes from F to E. Yeah, that sounds good, but I think I can make it better if I went from here. And when I go up, I can also go back down again like I did in the recording. But I can then do it a second time, but then change the beat. So when the drums come around the second half, so they're going to do 4 sets. They're going to do 4 bars. And they're going to do another 4 bars in the same on the opening, right? Because there's, if you look right here, there's 4 bars there, and then there's 4 bars here. Total of 8 bars right there all together. And then what's going to happen is, so instead of me playing that again the second time on the second half of that, I'm going to play something else, and then just go. Or something, I don't know what, yeah, I haven't figured it out, but I'm going to play something else to kind of make that shift a little bit. So let me figure out what that'll be. Something like that. Tuner. We're a little out of tune there. Can't tune drums. There we go. Yeah, way out. Come on. You work better when you're in tune. Alright, so one more time we hear that back. Let's see what we got. Okay, so there's that, and then there's the... I wonder if I can play. Alright, here we go. Round 3. Yeah, I don't like that one as much, obviously. So, getting there. One more time. Yeah, second half I can never quite get. I'm not sure where it should go because I think that do sounds too carnival-y. But I think there's something in the second half over here that I can use that'll be played better. But I'm not sure if it actually plays better in that verse or if it'll play better in this bridge. Let me hear it. Yeah, I think that won't work. I mean, we could try. Let's That actually would be cool if I did that. Just like chugga, 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 chugga. Let me try that. That was hard. Alright. There's a reason for all that. Alright, so what I like to do is, you see how this is now starting to get kind of somewhere? So what I do is I like to chop up the best parts of everything and take it. So obviously take one we're not going to do, so we're just going to reject take one completely. And yeah, so we're going to just cancel that. Let's just go back to it. I believe, is this right here? Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to shrink this half. Let's bring this whole thing right here. Let's see. Let's do... So now I can splice this further. So now I need to find my chop point, which is right there. Boom. Chopped. So now this can go back up here, actually. So I only needed that. And this has to get cut further. So obviously started that one late. Let's just go ahead and dupe the track real quick. Dupe is duplicate, and what I'm going to do is, so you see how this is all kind of starting to get a little mishmashy? There's a reason for all that. Just bear with me for 1 second. I'm trying to find my starts and ends. Okay. So I guess it's there. That's where. Yeah. So splice that. So now we have a left and a right of that. Now we need a left and a right of this, but this started, obviously, remember I started this one kind of like slightly off, so we're going to have to cheat this one a little bit, because I don't have enough. I could also re-record it, which I think will take less time, so that's what we're going to do. Here is the first two of that, and then we'll just go back to record this part right here right now, and that's Bam, bitch! Alright. Woo! That's hard. My wrist is hard. It's like, it's not quite a gallop. It's like a dun 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 dun, which I guess you could do a dun 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 dun, a strummy, but it doesn't have the same bite to it when you do the bam 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 straight downs on it. So that's why I am choosing to play it like so I can have that kind of attack with that fat bow 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 bow, and I don't get that boot that boot that boot that, because when you up pick, you get a softer attack than if you down pick. So it's just the angle of approach with your pick. Okay, so now we have this. So we're going to need to dupe this again. We're gonna have a lot of right tracks. Okay, so we take the new track, does there, and now I can split this. Yeah. Sorry. It's starting to look ridiculous right now, but don't worry. Don't you worry. I'm an expert. Most days. Alright, so we can do a right, a left. Let's make sure we got the right guitars on these tracks. We don't. So let's see how this sounds. This is going to sound terrible. 3, 2, 1. Oh, God. Hang on a second. Just gonna adjust the volume of these guys, because when it does, they stack. So volume stacks as you stack. So you don't want to do that. Okay, now. It's okay. I feel like that would be better if it was actually half-timed, believe it or not. So if instead of a dun 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 dun, which is the fancy way to play it, I think maybe if you play it the last bar, that would be okay. But I feel like the rest of it needs to have a dun 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 dun, just a bit more slow, methodical, kind of like horse gallopy, or horse walk rather than gallopy. I think this is more gallopy. Okay, so we'll come back to that, think about it. Let's go back to the first half, which is really where I want to put my focus in right now. So we're gonna take that for sure. And then we're gonna do another copy of that right here now. So now that I have that, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it over here. And I don't think there's anything in this middle section we can quite figure it out besides this. Yeah, so we'll come back to that. I think that's obviously going to be our only contingency. So we'll come back to that. Obviously, we're going to play this second, or this opening part a second time. So here we go. It would help if I actually started the strumming pattern properly. just gotta play it one more time. One more time! Don't you wanna play it one more time? It's my snap the grid not like working right. Come on. Snap, damn you. Something wrong. What did I disable? Where's my snap? It's annoying. It's not snapping at all. Look at that. Look at how freaking off that is. I don't know why it's not doing. I don't know what that setting is. It's up here. It is. Snap smart. The bar with that. It's not. It's bar. The beat. Not to the beat. Alright. About just snap. Okay, cool. I'm gonna mess with that right now. Hi, kids. Alright. Gotta play it one more time now because we're doing multi-tracking, but I'm doing it with the different pickup selections. So, one more time. Jumped the gun on that one. And I was on the wrong track. One more time. I did it again! Son of a gun! Come on, Zach, you know the song already? You know you just wrote it? So I think I want to do this again, but I'm going to clean it up a little bit, because I think... Well, let me try it again. So it's a little sloppy, but we can go back and clean that up. on a later recording. And here's the second half. So this is the only thing that we haven't quite got yet down pat. So this thing we're gonna go ahead and select. I don't even know what I just played. That's the shitty part about stuff like that. It's like, I don't even know what I just played. Cool. So now we're just gonna try to play that. Yeah, I don't know about that last part. So, okay, one last thing to do on this, and that's to do the kind of really chuggy stuff. So, mute these two, play it again. Again, yes, I know. And I actually need a kind of a guide. Da 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 da. Okay, got it. Hello, Sam. Cool. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and play this one last time all the way through, just what we have, and we're going to pick this back up again another day. Probably tomorrow, or actually maybe not tomorrow. Sunday's probably a better day. We got some stuff coming in tomorrow we're going to be working on, and you'll see what that is. So let's go ahead and play what we have so far, and we'll end the stream. It's been fun, and we'll keep working on the song, chipping away, and we'll make it something. Doesn't sound like much yet, but it takes time, you know, especially when you're making something from completely nothing. You know, when you're making something from scratch and you have nothing prior to that, it makes it a little bit more difficult. So, anyway. That's what we have so far. Let's check it out, and yeah. Can't wait to keep adding to this one. It's going to be fun. Yeah! Alright! So, until next time, thank you guys for watching and hanging out. Like I said, Sunday, we'll be back, do some more of this, and start putting up those podcasts that I recorded, and it's going to be fun. Hope you guys have fun hanging out, and yeah. See you guys next time.